So Lennox and I were swimming today. We're at the pool. And we were talking about our cat, Frankie. As we often do. And Lennox said that Frankie is depressed 60% of his life. And then the other 40%, I wouldn't say he's happy, but he's middling, or he goes along to get along, or he...
I don't think he's depressed. I think he's bored.
Ah.
Although, at what point do the two become one?
Yeah. I think he's satisfied or content, but there's many subtle layers of content. And 1 out of 10 life contentment, I would put Frankie at a 3.
Really?
Yeah. What would you put him
What
at?
does he have to complain about? He's loved.
Yeah.
He's cared for. He's adored.
Yeah.
He gets fresh food and water every day.
Yeah.
We clean his poop box.
Yes.
We give him flea drops. We take him to the vet.
He doesn't like the flea drops. He hates the vet.
He has such a charmed life.
But is he aware of his charmed life?
No, because he stares out the window all day. So he's like, the grass is greener over there.
Yeah.
Over yonder.
He wants to go outside.
He doesn't realize how good he has it.
Exactly. He has a life that's catered to.
We were arguing in the pool today, the three of us.
Yeah.
You guys were saying Frankie is spoiled.
Yeah.
And I was saying, no, he's not, but his needs are met.
Yes.
And then some.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's spoiled. I think he's just sufficiently cared for.
Well, does he have a job? Does he pay rent? Does he go to school like Lennox and Luna? He does nothing.
What do you expect?
We clean his poop. Go get a job, young man.
The only thing he could do is like be a cat model. And then we could get some revenue.
Like Grumpy Cat.
He could have a Frankie OnlyFans.
Depressed cat. No square. No square cat. I remember before I got my first job at McDonald's, Grandpa Curtis said, you need to go out there to get a job. He said, you need to go out there and pound the pavement. Mm. And I was like, that term, pound the pavement. And then my smart assness replied, which street is this pavement on, Grandpa Curtis?
Did you drive him crazy?
No.
Or were you like a pretty good kid to your stepdad?
I was good. Overall. Better than Lennox is to me. I'm just kidding, Lennox. Actually, I got Grandpa Curtis around Lennox's age. I was 7.
Yeah. He was 5.
Oh, yeah. Remember those days, Len? Yeah.
He was like 7 when we got married, though. So,
yeah.
Similar.
Yeah. So, Frankie does nothing. He has a charmed life, the spoiled life. I'm staring at him right now. He's laying in the sun.
I often wish I was a cat.
Yeah.
Like, there's no better life than being a cat.
Yeah. But with Frankie, it's like, what writer wrote "It's the best of times, it was the worst of times"?
Charles Dickens.
Yes, that's Franklin, because he's so beautiful and gorgeous and such a pleasure to own or have in our lives, have in our home. But at the same time, he's unhappy and depressed and not fun.
He throws up on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
We have to clean his poop regularly.
Yes.
He sheds everywhere.
Yeah.
His hair is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's nasty.
We're constantly taking in Frankie for, like...
It's all over me every day.
It's inside us, honey. We're like 6% Frankie.
It floats into our mouths.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it is. But if you could pinpoint his unhappiness to 1 out of 10, or give me a percentage, 0 to 100.
I think it's like a 4 out of 10.
Ah.
Because I think most of the time he's just content. He's
Yeah.
just sitting there. He's sleeping. He sleeps like so much of the day.
Oh my gosh.
He sleeps like 23 hours out of the day.
Yeah. He runs around crazy for like, the other day he ran around, on Thursday he ran around crazy like a madman for 20 seconds. And then he slept for the other 23 hours,
He got worn
59
out.
minutes, and 40 seconds of the day. You have a thought pattern.
And oop.
Theory.
You have a thought / philosophy / theory of us. There's two aspects to it. One, we're not going to be financially viable, and then two is that there won't be wheat thins on the shelves at Walmart.
Okay.
Yes.
Take it back.
Yeah.
We were talking. You mentioned. Okay. For months, weeks now, you've been talking about losing weight for our family vacation to Reno.
Which is in a week and a half, and I realized I'm not going to make this unicorn magic number of 185 pounds. So what the hell am I driving myself crazy for?
I realized weeks ago I'm not going to lose weight.
Yeah.
And today you said, why am I going to suffer and push myself to lose weight and get to this magical number for our vacation? And it got me talking and thinking about losing weight and restricting your diet.
Yeah.
I have restricted myself in the past, obviously. Like, I've gone through periods of time, I've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But lately, the last couple of years, I feel like, well, okay, two things. I feel like the future is uncertain. In the sense that currently we have the financial means and we have our society has the means where
the supply chain,
the availability of food.
Shelves are stocked at our grocery store, although it depends on which shelf and which aisle you go into. But yes,
we can drive a few minutes to Walmart or Target, and we could load up on anything we desire.
Yeah,
breads, pasta, like everything. Everything is there at our fingertips.
Caesar salad kits.
It's available, and we have the funds to pay for it.
Yeah.
So then I think, like, maybe this won't last. Like, we're in the golden era.
The abundance of America and capitalism and stocked shelves.
Supply chain. Like, I keep thinking that any day now we're going to be in Mad Max.
Yeah. And
we're going to be living in a desert. And we're all going to be, like, on the brink of extinction. So, and then I think, like...
Are you Charlize Theron and am I the British guy?
The cute guy?
The guy who played Bane? Thomas Hardy, is that his name?
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
There you go.
Yeah. So I keep thinking, like, we live in such an era of abundance and availability.
Yeah.
And what if in 10 years, like, water has dried up and...
Lover.
Like, I have an nihilistic view of the future. I feel like all the farms are going to dry up and the supply chain is going to be gone and we're not going to have any money. And so I think, what if in 10 years we're starving? We're, like, living off of, like, grass, the little patches of grass that we find.
That's like Cormac McCarthy, The Road, post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. So imagine...
I don't want to... Why?
Okay, imagine you're in a future apocalypse.
I don't want to think like that,
Okay. It's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And you're barely surviving. And then you think, why did I starve myself for so many years? When, like, why didn't I indulge and treat myself when I was able to? Right. Okay? So I think, like, I'm like, why am I going to suffer right now when I can eat pasta and I can eat cheese? Yeah. Because who knows how long this will last? Yeah. So why not treat myself?
We'll be starving and barren and killing each other over a can of beans. Yeah. And you're going to think, why didn't I eat that ravioli?
Yeah. Remember the days when I could just, like, get nachos at Taco Bell? Yeah. Why didn't I? Because I was trying to be skinny. Like, who cares? Yeah. I always think, like, I know that's really extreme, but I always think about that.
That is extreme. But I think on a similar vein, but the exact opposite. I think if you're on your deathbed, you don't think, oh, I had all those Wheat Thins. I remember that box of Wheat Thins in 1998. I don't think that will be, but I think it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
When you're on your deathbed,
yeah,
are you going to regret looking hot in your bathing suit, or are you going to regret eating that box of Cheetos?
Okay, but in a similar vein, but on a separate angle, tangent, are you going to think those Cheetos meant a lot to me, or I wish I didn't waste my time eating those Cheetos, and I wish I spent the time hanging out with Lennox or Kathy Lewis or Brian Lewis?
You can eat food while you hang out with your friends and family.
Yeah.
So that's a bad comparison.
You cannot eat food while hanging out with your friends and family also.
Eating is such a social
I know.
And community event, though.
It's so pleasurable.
Yeah.
It's so hard to deprive yourself. But anyways, I'm not going to try to get to this magic number, but I will try to get to the magic number for my birthday.
Okay.
Although I'm saying that now.
You know what?
In June.
And like, once again, I'm thinking all this. And so I'm like, summer 2023, that's when I'm really going to lose 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'm not like set for life in this course of just
right
abundance and eating whatever the heck I want.
In the end, it's an endless race.
In the end, I'm never happy.
Yeah, right. Just like Frankie.
Yes.
But it's a constant struggle to just make sense of it all, or try, or at least pretend to try. But yeah, so I'm pushing it off. Well, I want to take one picture of us in front of Grand Sierra Resort. We're going to Reno in a week and a half. And I want to take a picture of us wherever.
Yeah, definitely. I want to do a family picture.
Yeah, where they have the super fancy entrance like Martin Scorsese's Casino movie. And I want to take a picture, and the caption is going to be, we're going to eat for 3 days straight. And then after that, who gives a shit? I'm going to drink.
That's your caption?
No. I pressed the period, honey, and I clicked post. And then after that, who cares? And I'm going to eat and drink anything and everything. But I don't know. How I'm 45 or I'm 44?
You're 44 until September.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be 45.
Yeah.
And I have a number. Well, it starts with a 17. Okay. That I want to try to get into. That I know I can get into, but it's super
I know you
hard.
Can. Again,
it's super hard.
Like, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
But at what cost?
Why'd you say that? You should say, you can't do it, Vince. Honey.
No, I know you can.
Yeah.
And that's great.
But I have to deny myself.
Don't you just want to know that you can?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that you can. So there you go. So you don't need to actually do it.
What?
Because I'm telling you can.
No. I can't be as cute as Channing Tatum.
You're way cuter than Channing Tatum.
But will I be able to execute the Channing Tatum? But yeah, for my birthday, I'm putting it off. I need one clean month. And Monday to Friday, I deny myself. I starve myself. But that's just how I operate. But then the weekends is super hard because we drink and we eat. And
that is the joy of life. That's the joy of life.
Yeah.
Like, think of the history of Homo sapiens.
Yeah. That means humans, right?
Yeah.
Why did you just say humans?
Because I want you to think of I want you to go back thousands of years.
Okay.
In what other era have we lived in this level of comfort, availability?
Yeah.
So why the heck don't we just indulge and take advantage of that? Our ancestors would love to have the advantages that we do.
Well, I agree with you, honey, but society is very superficial and vapid. And,
I know,
and
but
appearance matters. Yes.
Whose standards are we living by? Like, do you
Channing Tatum's?
Do you care what people think of you, or do you care what I think of you?
I care what I think of me, and society shaped what I think of me and what I think is pretty or beautiful or attractive for myself. But I can't undo that.
I know. I totally get it because same.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I know.
It's hard.
It's hard. And, like, I want to indulge because I'm so lucky.
I know.
We are all so lucky that we can indulge.
Yeah.
And yet...
Soon, there won't be wheat thins on the shelves at Walmart.
And oop.
Should we bring in Lennox Albert?
Are you ready, son? He's still eating.
How much of the watermelon is he going to eat?
And oop.
So we spent Father's Day at your parents' home. And Brandon, your brother, was there with his kids. And Cameron was also there with his kids. And you didn't bring a gift. You got him a card. You got your dad, Alan, a card. But you didn't bring him a gift. And so you were worried that other kids' gifts would outshine you. You have 3 brothers. Brent has COVID. So he didn't come through. But you were worried that your card... You bought him figs from Dave's produce stand in West Sacramento that were expired in March.
My dad loves those dates. They're like something jewel.
Jewel date, yeah, like dried fruit.
Something jewel dates.
Yeah.
And we happened to go to the farmer's market the day before. And I was like, oh, my dad loves these. So I bought him some. So I got him that. I got him a card. And then the next morning, I looked at the dates, and they had expired 3 months earlier. So I was like, crap, I cannot give him this.
Yeah.
So I ended up just taking a card only. Yeah. And I was like, I thought this is lame. My brothers always outshine me in the gift department. And they're bound to do it once again.
Yeah.
It was, I felt bad.
But Brent wasn't there. Cameron didn't get him a gift.
That we know of.
Brandon also. The one gift he got was from Peyton, who is going to university. And Peyton Fisher, who is Brent's daughter. Brent and Lisa Fisher. Family trees.
Go back to the family tree conversation.
Dear. No, I cut that out. It was long.
I know.
So Peyton Fisher got Alan Fisher, granddaughter to grandpa, a shirt from the college that she got accepted to, and she's going to university, which I thought was super cute and super fun.
Yeah.
And Alan put it on.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really small, but Alan is really thin. Too thin. He should hop on the Cormac McCarthy apocalypse bandwagon, honey. He should start indulging, Alan. Take Jace to Leatherby's, why don't you? But that was the one gift, and you got him a card. So you weren't outshined, honey. And you tried with the dates. You told him about the dates.
I did.
But Dave's did us wrong.
Yeah.
Dave's did Alan Fisher wrong. But I thought the card was cute. And we showed up.
I brought a pasta salad.
You brought pasta salad. Okay. And it was fantastic. But it wasn't... You didn't need to worry about it.
Okay.
Well, and even if Brent or Cameron or Brandon, your brothers, brought a gift, you don't need to worry about it.
Well, honey. You know what? I hate buying gifts for people. I feel so much stress and pressure.
Then you shouldn't.
For you too, like for you, for the kids, for my parents, like it's so stressful. And for you and my parents, this goes for both of you. Yeah. I feel like you just buy whatever you need or want. Yeah. And so it's really hard because there's nothing that I know of that's like, oh, they really want this. They haven't gotten it for themselves. Yeah. I hate it. I hate buying gifts.
You have a problem with Mother's Day, or you just don't see the big deal about Mother's Day?
I have a problem
Do you
with
feel the same way about Father's Day?
Yeah, every
okay.
holiday. I hate holidays because it's pressure. I feel so much pressure to deliver either like a gift or like a decoration, or like with the kids, like we have to dye eggs. I have to get them an Easter basket. I have to like have some sort of like output of effort.
Yeah.
And it like I don't want to do it.
At all?
I don't want to do.
What about
I don't want the
Thanksgiving and
responsibility. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want like. It's so stressful.
Okay. I would suggest not stressing about it, just going with the vibe, and if you feel like putting in 100% effort, then do that. But if you feel like putting 20% effort, do that. Anything is fine. I'll say don't worry about it, honey.
I feel I hate it.
Well, so Alan Fisher was hell-bent. Can I say hell? He's a religious man.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
he's heck-bent on climbing Half Dome, but Half Dome has a like lottery for tickets. They severely limit who can climb Half Dome. You have to enter in a raffle, essentially. And Alan Fisher missed that raffle. It happens in March. So he can't climb Half Dome. And so the first week 1 at Brandon Fisher's, he was like, I'm climbing Half Dome. We're going to climb Half Dome. Me and Ryan Lewis and Angie K are going to climb. And then the second week, Father's Day, he was like, well, we missed it.
Yeah, they didn't get it.
Yeah. But so your dad is 65. And when March comes around, when he can apply to climb Half Dome, he will be 66. And so he was just kind of ruminating and grimacing over, I'm 65 now and I'm going to be 66 when I can climb Half Dome.
Yeah, the next chance.
Yeah, the next chance I have to climb Half Dome. So he was really, I guess at 65 to 66, there's a big difference, or you have to really contemplate time and age and your body, as opposed to 17 versus 18. I'll do it when I'm 18. Who cares? Right. But I still don't want him to do it. I'm worried.
It's just like grandmother's jumping across our rug.
Yeah.
You care for their safety.
Yeah. What is this senior citizen version of Jackass?
I constantly worry about my parents and their well-being. But you know what? They're super independent and active, and I can't control them.
Yeah. My friend Anthony Baez sent me a text on Father's Day, and it said something like, a man can be a father, but it takes a real man to be a dad. Something to that effect. Yeah. And I thought, okay, I dig that. But then I thought, is he sending that to the 16 dads he knows? And is he copying and pasting?
So what?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into...
He still included you.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into a passive back and forth via text message. That's for my mom, honey. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest needs no introduction.
He's finally done eating his pound of watermelon.
He's finally done eating a pound of watermelon.
Hello.
Please help me give a warm welcome.
He's not coming out, honey.
To the lovely, the talented Lennox Albert Garcia.
I'm not in the mood to talk about you, so I'll do it later.
No, there's no later.
It's now. And then we're going to watch Triple R.
Well, then I'm doing it tomorrow.
And
there's
then
no
Mommy's
tomorrow.
going to make Jamaican skewers.
Just give us like 3 highlights of your trip. Give me your gum.
No.
No.
Okay, bye.
The takeoff, the landing.
Just, son. Your fans are dying to know.
Yes.
Your fans are begging to know.
Yes.
So it was your first flight. You flew from Sacramento to Salt Lake City.
The takeoff.
And you got a window seat. Mm-hmm. And then?
Were you scared?
Yeah. I was more excited than scared.
Yeah.
You know when you're super excited so you're nervous?
Yeah.
Yes.
When I got on the plane, I was a little bit nervous, but mostly excited.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be on a plane.
Well-
I like the takeoff
Yeah.
because it goes super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
That's really fun. And then the moment you like get airborne, ooh, that's
But what
really-
about
that's
when
fun.
when the nose stays elevated, but the back of the plane falls? That always trips me out.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Feels weird, but it's not scary.
Were you looking at
Fun.
the window like as you?
Yeah, I was.
And did you love seeing like the squares?
Yeah, I felt like I was on Google Maps.
Yeah. And then you had some turbulence, didn't you?
That was fun. I wasn't scared.
I'm terrified of turbulence.
It's so fun.
Really? It's like a roller coaster or something?
What about the clouds? When you look out your little window and you see nothing but cloud, cumulus cloud. I'm always like, there's a plane 8 feet away, and I'm gonna die.
It's kind of scary when you look
freaky.
outside
Yeah.
and it's just like fog.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Did you think
It's
about the
terrifying.
fact that it's like 2 inches of plastic between you and the outside?
Yeah, but doesn't really scare me because I know it's safe.
Yeah.
It is safe.
You got to
yeah.
put trust in the Southwest pilots.
And you got a little snack? What was it?
It was like Chex Mix. I think is that what it's called?
Yeah, Chex Mix. Did you eat it?
I ate most of it.
Did
Grandma.
You
Yeah.
get a drink?
I got Sprite.
Did
I
you get
think.
coffee,
Oh, Sprite.
gin and tonic, White Claw, Sprite? Oh.
I forgot what. I think that was the flight from Burbank to Salt Lake.
Yeah, so he had a layover to
Each direction.
Utah
To
and
from,
Fro.
yeah.
2 was Burbank, Fro was San Diego. But I think as far as your first flight, it sucks, but it really puts you through the paces of the flying isn't all
Yeah.
fine and dandy.
From the flight to from Burbank to Salt Lake, I slept most of it. Or I wasn't asleep, but I was resting.
Right. Grandma and Grandpa sent a picture of you with your hoodie pulled up and your head on the little snack table.
I told them to take that picture because I got up
Yeah.
and I said, "Did you take a picture?" They said no, so I told them to take a picture and I went back in that pose.
So you weren't scared, you weren't sleeping, you weren't freaking out. Okay.
No.
Good. And then the landing
It scared Eli. Didn't scare me.
Ooh,
I wasn't scared.
I like the landing. Like, you kind of circle the area where you're about to land, and then you see the sights of the ground. And then you get closer and closer, and you start to see, like, the streets and the people and the cars. And then, like, you feel it land on the ground.
It's such a relief.
I love that.
It's like, we made it.
We made it, yeah.
I'm not dead. A bunch of randos are dead. But overall, thoughts, feelings, comments,
Overall, the flying wasn't bad at all.
And
It was fun.
You had a fantastic time on your 3-day vacation in Utah.
Yes, Queen.
You did fun rides. You visited Grandma and Grandpa's friends.
You saw some missionaries.
You went to some restaurants. You went to some people's houses, and it was just
I had a really good time.
Museum, tilt-a-whirls,
yeah.
mayhem, and cheese. Do you want to fly again? Are you cool to fly again? You're excited?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We might go see Grandma T in February.
Well, I have a question. Are we flying to Reno or driving?
Driving. It's a 2-hour drive.
It's so close.
It'd be like a 15-minute
close.
plane ride.
What on the way home? They had a layover in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we missed our first flight.
Oh.
And we had to. Luckily, there's another flight at 7:30.
Yeah.
It was like about 7. There's only 4 spots left, so it was perfect.
Oh wow!
And we had to rush. We were the last 4 people there. I lost my ticket, or the ticket for me was lost.
Right.
Yikes!
So this is electronic, or did Grandpa Allen lose the paper ticket?
Yeah, I think he lost the paper.
Wow.
Grandpa
But the person,
Allen.
we were the last 4 people. The guy was just like, "Go, just get on the plane."
And you want to climb half dome. What? So TSA is allowing terrorists, child terrorists on the plane? Is that what's happening? Thanks, Joe Biden. No? Okay. Alrighty.
But I thought it was funny. They had a layover in San Diego.
Yeah.
And they missed their first flight.
Yeah.
They tried to scramble to get the second flight. But Lennox kept joking that they were going to stay with Grandma Tien in
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah.
I thought that was
That
funny.
would make her super happy.
Show up with Eli, Grandma and Grandpa Fisher.
We might go down there in February, or your mom and I might go
Yeah,
down there.
no, you and I are.
Oh, alrighty.
For sure.
So overall then, you had a good time?
Yes.
I'm glad Grandpa Alan and Grandma Liz gave you back to us. Actually, when we were over there for Father's Day, they made you and Cameron, who's Eli's dad, write a letter, like, to whom it may concern.
Oh, yeah.
Dear TSA agent, dear Joe Biden, if any hospitalization is needed,
Yeah.
we grant permission.
Yeah, it was like a medical release. Like, they
Yeah.
have permission to take our child to the emergency room
Yeah.
and make any decisions about their medical care.
It was odd, right?
No, it was,
Well, do you think they're going to show up to a hospital if Lennox hurt his wrist and they show up to a hospital and it's easily forged?
well, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's a fine precaution to take.
To whom it may concern, Grandma and Grandpa can get medical care
Yeah.
for this.
And they probably called the parents, but whatever. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one more thing about Father's Day is Alan Fisher, who was in charge of East Lawn Cemetery
Yeah.
for a decade plus.
He was the CEO for, I want to say, like 15 years.
He regaled us with a story about a man. So his office is near the crematorium.
It was. Yeah.
And he said, one night I started smelling something. And he knew something happened. Something was wrong. Something was off. And it turns out that the crematorium incinerated a man who was 600 pounds plus. And there was so much
So much matter.
so much body that they light him up.
It overflowed.
Yeah, and it started pouring out of the door and into the non-crematorium facility.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being in charge? Like, you have to make a decision. You have to, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
I have to decide what the heck do we do?
Who do we call? How do we clean this up? But Alan Fisher, who is a great man, said that we did everything with love and care and concern for this man's family. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to just be haphazard and foolhardy about how you clean up this mess.
Yeah.
But he said they took care of it with thought.
I think they ended up calling the fire department
Yeah.
to come help. But yeah.
Yeah.
My dad always comes from a direction of care and compassion.
Yes.
Like, I completely would trust him to, like, take care of any and all instances of anything. Like, he would take care of it to the best of his ability with love.
Yes. Lennox, there are rumors that you ate a hamburger in Utah. Now, before you begin, honey, we've been married for 3 years? 2 years.
3!
Okay, I'm sorry. But the entire time you've always told me that Lennox and Luna don't like sandwiches, don't like hamburgers, and it's always flummoxed me. It's always befuddled me.
I've never seen Lennox eat a hamburger.
Yeah.
Son?
But you did in Utah?
Because most places, I just assume that they don't have plain hamburgers with just ketchup. Because that's all I like.
Yeah.
But turns out most of them do.
Yeah, you just need to ask nicely.
You know what? Here at home, we can get you a plain hamburger with ketchup at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that. No one ever told me.
Why don't you know
You
that?
can customize. You can ask things for no onion. You can ask things for extra onion. The world is crazy, Lennox. It's not like Mad Max like mommy thinks the United States of America will be in 10 to 15 years. But, yeah, you can get a hamburger, bun, and ketchup. Well, it's like he likes to talk about bean burrito solely beans, right?
Yes.
Only
no
beans.
Sauce, no onion, no cheese.
No cheese.
Like beans in a tortilla.
Yeah.
I'm
Right?
very simple, my food.
You are a simple man with simple tastes.
Simple pleasures. That's what life is about, Lennox. Luna had our condominium to herself.
Yeah, she was an only child for 4 days.
Yeah, she's on summer break. Lennox was in Utah. So I said, Luna, to really enjoy yourself and live your best life and be free. I told her, go to the bathroom with the door open. Because I
Yes.
remember when I was a young man, honey.
Yes.
I used to be a young man. And I had an apartment with Mike Rasmussen
Okay.
in Berkeley, California. And when Mike had to go out of town for whatever or was just not around, I was like, I don't need to close the door when I go to the bathroom no more. Okay. This is living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom with the door open.
Yeah.
Run around the house naked. Yes, son.
I don't know about that, but yes. Yes.
What about the booper?
What about him?
He goes to the bathroom with the door open all
He's
the
always naked.
No, but like, what if you're going to the bathroom when he walks in? What do you do?
Wow.
He won't.
He did with you, didn't he?
Well,
He does, when you go to the bathroom, honey, he does like
every morning.
go in there, yeah.
Every morning when I wake up and go to the bathroom, he
Yeah.
comes in, he goes, meow.
You hear the bell jingle, cling, cling, cling,
He
cling.
wanders in.
Yeah. He doesn't stay because it's not that interesting. It's not like a good television show on Netflix. But yeah, when I was a young man, that was how I expressed my independence.
Lennox, you thought Utah was really pretty, right?
It was very.
Did you like the mountains?
The mountains, like when we got closer, I forgot what the area was called.
Jordan.
No.
I think their hotel was in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, we were in Salt Lake City for most of the time. No.
Did you see the whale on 9th and 9th?
Where? Who?
Anyway, go on.
I think it was called Logan.
Yeah.
That's a city.
That's the area that I liked a lot.
Oh, yeah. The mountains are so pretty.
Because that was closer to the mountains. Like,
Yeah.
because, like, when you're in Salt Lake City, it's, like, inside. Like, it's the very center of the mountains.
Yeah.
And,
The valley.
It's a valley, yeah.
and like, Logan was, like, closer to the mountains.
Okay. And it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see snow?
No.
Oh. But you did see missionaries. Sorry. I burped. I'm sorry, Liz Fisher.
He saw
Okay,
ex-missionaries. My parents visited some ex-missionaries.
Oh, X. Okay.
Yeah, they all got together for like dinner, ice cream. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you had fun.
Yeah.
You said they were funny. They juggled.
One
You
of them
ate-
did.
You ate ice cream.
One of the ex-missionaries juggled? Well, sign me up. Do they have a show on YouTube, Lennox?
I don't know.
A juggling special would be so fun to watch.
Sure. I can juggle. Only 3 things, but I can juggle.
What?
Yeah,
Show us.
I will.
I've never seen you juggle, honey. I've known you for 5 years now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Lex ran into the kitchen to get
To
something.
get 3 things of something? Okay.
Okay.
Well, are we done, honey?
Yeah, we're done. I'm hungry.
Okay, me too. You're going to make Trader Joe's
I am.
Jamaican skewers, and then what was the other thing that you wanted to make?
Kale gnocchi.
Right. So you went to Hazy Rad,
My girl.
your hairdresser, and you got your hair did for Reno. Reno,
Well, no.
Reno preening.
Sure.
You didn't for Reno?
I get it done
Reno's in a week.
every 8 weeks, regardless of what's happening in our lives.
But you timed it specifically for Reno.
Sure.
Just go with it, honey.
Okay.
And then you went to Trader Joe's, which is right across the street from Hazy Rad. I learned her last name today.
Hazy Rad.
That's the best name ever.
Best name ever.
Rad, Hazy.
I
Hazy
know.
Rad.
I love her.
And then you went to Trader Joe's across the street
Yeah.
in Fair Oaks, California, and you bought, you did a grocery haul. You spent $100
I spent $102.
on 3 bags, and we got Jamaican skewers and kale gnocchi.
Which we've had before.
Yeah.
So we know it's good.
And we have pesto in the cupboard.
Dude.
And since I'm no longer trying to get to my ideal
Well,
body.
now that I know you're not
Yeah.
on track,
Yeah.
I wish I'd gotten more.
Yeah, me too.
But I was trying to like restrain myself because I
know.
knew like I don't eat all this by myself. So I was
Yeah.
just like trying to keep it
Yeah.
within bounds.
I know, within reason.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we have a ton of food, and I'm going to eat it all now.
I'm so excited.
And then I'm going to be in pain and hate myself later.
And we're gonna watch Art.
Yeah. Which is a movie from India.
Yeah. Is it considered Bollywood?
I'm not sure.
I'm
but
not sure.
It's over 3 hours long.
It's
And
an
then-
action flick.
Yeah. And then Lennox wants to watch Harry Potter 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, he's doing a Harry Potter marathon.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about that. But I definitely want to watch RRR.
we are watching RRR tonight.
Okay.
I've been begging you for months. Okay, let's go.
Well, I don't know about months, but it's been a few weeks. And once the Doughboys, my favorite podcast.
Yeah.
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 Once the Doughboys, my favorite podcast, also endorsed RRR. I
Right.
was like,
You know what?
okay, yeah.
Anytime I recommend anything, it's not enough.
Whatever.
You have to wait for like someone else to like validate it. And then you're like, okay, this sounds good.
I don't know.
I'm like, I recommended that weeks ago.
I don't know about that, honey.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's so much to watch.
Well, I'm your wife.
Yeah. you
And
are.
maybe I have terrible taste. I don't know.
But the Doughboys are Doughboys. Well, we're going to watch our what else is on our agenda? Exmo Nomo.
Mormon No More.
Yeah.
And then there's a mini series called Stay
Sweet.
Sweet, Stay Humble.
About the Warren Jeffs.
It's Warren Jeffs.
Yeah.
So we have 2 more Mormon documentaries, and then
Yeah.
we have this RRR action flick out of Bollywood.
Yeah.
That's it right now.
And a quick review of Obi-Wan.
I didn't watch it. You watched it without me.
It's fine. That's the end of my review. It's okay. But as you pointed out to me, the Disney, Star Wars, the country, the world, Earth, Star Wars fanboys are always chasing the high of Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, sir.
And Obi-Wan, well, everything. Boba Fett, Mandalorian has a bunch of money, production value, and they have talented actors, and they have good writers, but it never reaches that peak, that zenith.
Totally. I'm a
Of
bit
Empire
torn
Strikes
because I wish, like, part of me wishes that Star Wars had just remained 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
Like the 70s through the 80s.
yeah.
On the other hand, I really love Hayden Christensen, and I really love what's his name?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Obi-Wan. What's his name? Ah! Oh my god.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Like, I love the casting of those 2 guys.
Yeah.
I truly do.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool seeing them, and spoiler alert, Liam Neeson shows up at the end again.
Kwai Guang or whatever.
Sure, exactly.
I love the casting of those guys. But
Jimmy Smith shows up, who looks more Asian than
he was in
Hispanic.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
I love Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard because like I feel like Star Wars has gotten so like they've done too much.
It's very watered down. It's
very
very
like they tainted what was once such a highly esteemed, like generation defining, genre defining.
yeah, groundbreaking stuff.
Totally. So they should have stopped while they were ahead.
Yeah.
On the other hand, like I'm really happy for Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
Right.
Hayden Christensen. I'm glad Hayden Christensen got a lot of hate
Yeah.
when the prequels came out.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't. It was like the script and
It was bad. Yeah,
the
George
CGI. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I feel like he was good in the role.
Yeah.
But so he like got some unwarranted hate. So
Yes.
I'm glad that people are like giving him more love and
Yeah.
more appreciation.
Yeah.
I feel like he deserves that.
What about that kid Anakin, Jade or Jake?
Well,
Lennox?
the kid Anakin was so distraught from the first prequel movie that he's like, I'm never acting again. I'm
Right.
never. Poor little kid.
Right.
And it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. It was George Lucas'
George,
fault.
and we've talked about this. Like
George Lucas should be paying child support.
Hey, son.
Lennox, thank you for coming on. Where can people find you on the internet? Do you have anything you want to plug? Your
No.
TikTok, your Minecraft, your Fortnite. By the way, while you were in Utah, Luna played Minecraft on your Xbox, and she deleted 3 profiles. Okay?
No. Why don't?
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why though.
Do you want to plug anything, Lennox? Where can people find you on the internet, or TikTok, or Fortnite, or Minecraft, or
Lennox?
Fishy on me? Yes.
Who are your second cousins? Did you memorize
The Lewis's.
Did you memorize the family tree?
Kind of.
Okay, good job.
And oop.
But I'm still a good person, and we're all still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for caring. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye. Yes.
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye.